Um, the first fishing memory that I could really recall is I had a neighbor next door at my camp, and we'd always sit at the end of the dock, and he'd throw his line out, I'd throw my line out. He was kind of like a grumpy old man. I was no bigger than 6 or 7, and I, I remember one day I caught a bigger fish than him, and he was swearing left and right as he kind of walked back to his camp, and as he quit for the day. I started Reeling for Recovery, the idea 3 years ago. It took me about a year to put everything together. We did our first event last year. All the money that's generated goes to the Champlain Valley Family Center, which focuses on at-risk youth that are struggling with addiction and other life problems. So I started summer fishing as a kid. Throughout college, I had a couple friends that invited me to go ice fishing, and I finally took one of my friends up on the offer and haven't looked back, to say the least. I've always enjoyed fishing. It's always kind of taken me away from all the life problems, so I can remember fishing as early as 6 or 7 years old.
Is Keith Blair Jr., and I've been fishing for about as long as I can remember. Yeah.
Who was the person that introduced?
I can remember about fishing. It's actually when I was little. I was trying to cast out, and I hooked my ear right here, and it went like halfway through my ear. Pretty painful memory. Patience and just being able to surround yourself with nature can definitely like teach you something about yourself and gives you time to think about just things going on in your life, and it's definitely a great way to get some alone time.
Sport of ice fishing by my younger brother-in-law Will. Because I was like bored during the winter time. I was like, I don't even know what to do. He's like, you ever try to ice fish? And I was like, what? That's crazy. So he took me out there, and the first thing we did is we didn't even have a auger, which is kind of a faster way to get through the ice. We went really old school, and we had an ice chisel. And we went through and we basically pounded out holes literally with the chisel, which looks like just stabbing the ice, I'm saying, in a circle and getting that ice out. You know, later on that season, that's when I got my ice auger, so I kind of started at the very beginning of ice fishing itself, when people were out there chiseling, breaking through the ice with, steel rods or whatever they could just to get to the ice to fish. I started taking my son with me because, I wanted somebody to go with. I wanted somebody to share that my love for the sport in a way that my real father kind of introduced me to the sport. Now he would let me go out there and fish. We really don't talk much, but I can say that's one good memory I have, is he would allow me to fish. So right now, it's a weird environment to be in as a fisherman, because while the outdoors are still open and we don't have to worry about gathering too much, except for, if you're going to like a tournament where, in a tournament situation, everybody comes in for the weigh-in, everybody comes in to get, their prizes and stuff like that. But here, there's nobody. Sometimes fishing can be a solitary thing, but it feels like forced solitude really kind of sucks, to be honest with you.